Have you ever heard of the mysterious crystal skulls, ancient treasures that might hold supernatural power? One of the most controversial stories in the world of archaeology is about the Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull, an object that could change your life if you dare face it. Is it truly a relic from the ancient Maya civilization, or is it a masterful creation made using long-lost technology, or perhaps from an extraterrestrial civilization? Join us as we delve into the strange phenomena, unsolved mysteries, and the twisted tale behind this skull. But be careful, because once you enter the world of crystal skulls, nothing is as it seems. In 1924, during an archaeological expedition to the ancient site of Lubantun, a city once belonging to the Maya civilization, hidden deep within the Central American jungle, now Belize, formerly British Honduras, British explorer Frederick Mitchell-Hedges and his adopted daughter, Anna Mitchell-Hedges, participated in the excavation of a crumbling pyramid. While exploring the ruins, Anna, who was just 17 at the time, was said to have discovered a remarkable object, a human skull intricately carved from a single block of clear quartz crystal. According to Anna's account, she stumbled upon the crystal skull when sunlight beamed through a crack between the ancient stone slabs. Captivated by the glimmering reflections, she and the excavation team dug further and eventually unearthed a transparent skull, weighing approximately 5 kilograms and roughly the size of a real human head. What made it especially extraordinary was its precise craftsmanship, so advanced, in fact, that later experts would claim the creation of such an object would require a level of technology far beyond what was believed possible for any ancient civilization. Anna asserted that the skull was not only a priceless artifact, but also possessed mysterious powers. She described experiencing strange phenomena while near the skull, visions, whispers from unknown sources, and even prophetic feelings. According to her, the crystal skull had been used by the ancient Maya in sacred religious ceremonies or spiritual rituals, possibly as a tool for communicating with the spirit world or for foretelling the future. In addition to the famed Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull, several other crystal skulls have been discovered and are currently housed in some of the world's most renowned museums. Among these are skulls on display at the British Museum in London, the Musée de Homme in Paris, and the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. Each of these skulls attracts attention not only for their intricate craftsmanship, but also for the enduring mysteries surrounding their origins and true purpose. Many believe these crystal skulls are closely linked to the legend of the 13 crystal skulls, ancient relics said to contain extraordinary knowledge passed down by extraterrestrial civilizations. According to this belief, these skulls are not merely artifacts, but repositories of lost wisdom, created by beings far more advanced than any known ancient culture. However, unlike the Mitchell-Hedges skull, which was allegedly discovered under mysterious archaeological circumstances, the skulls housed in European and American museums are widely suspected to be 19th century creations. Scholars and researchers have raised doubts about their authenticity, suggesting they were likely crafted using modern tools rather than by the ancient Maya or any prehistoric civilization. This contrast continues to fuel debate between skeptics and believers, leaving the true nature of these enigmatic objects unresolved. The legend of the 13 crystal skulls has long been shrouded in mystery, captivating both scholars and enthusiasts of the supernatural around the world. Passed down through generations, the story claims that these skulls are not merely ancient artifacts, but sacred relics imbued with extraordinary knowledge, believed to originate from extraterrestrial civilizations. According to the legend, a total of 13 crystal skulls were created by an advanced alien race. 12 of these skulls represented 12 different planets that once harbored intelligent life, while the 13th skull acted as a central hub, believed to hold the collective knowledge of the entire galaxy. When all 13 skulls are reunited, it is said they will unleash an immense power and open a gateway to absolute understanding of the universe, life, and the destiny of humanity. One variation of the legend tells of the Atlanteans, inhabitants of a highly advanced civilization that once thrived on Earth, who were gifted the skulls by beings from Mars. Aware of the skulls' incredible power and value, the Atlanteans constructed sacred temples to protect and worship them. However, when the Great Flood came and Atlantis sank into legend, the skulls were scattered across the earth in an effort to preserve their wisdom. The 13th skull, in particular, was sent to Central America, where the ancient Maya were believed to be its final guardians. The Maya believed that the 13th skull possessed psychic abilities beyond human comprehension. It could answer questions about humanity's origins, the meaning of life, and even foretell the future. Their lore stated that at the appointed time, when all 13 skulls are reunited, the powers of the ancient gods would awaken, ushering in a transformative era for mankind, one that could either lead to destruction or enlightenment. The most famous crystal skull, known as the Skull of Doom, has long been at the heart of numerous supernatural tales and mystical theories. Crafted from a single block of clear quartz, this object is not only a marvel of craftsmanship, but is also believed to possess powers far beyond current human understanding. According to legend, if wielded by a powerful shaman or priest, the skull could cause death simply through ritual or the activation of psychic energy. In the 1970s, crystal expert Frank Dorland had the opportunity to study the Skull of Doom over the course of 6 continuous years. His research extended beyond physical and structural analysis and delved into unexplained phenomena that modern science could not easily explain. Dorland reported that during his time with the skull, he and others experienced inexplicable occurrences, whispering voices with no source, distant melodic chants as if sung from far away, and a gentle scent of apple blossoms filling the air despite no physical source. He also claimed that the skull's eye sockets would occasionally emit a faint glow, and sometimes vivid images would appear within the skull itself, like a slow-motion film, replaying ancient scenes, mysterious rituals, lost temples, and unknown faces from another age. Dorland believed the Skull of Doom was not just an ancient artwork, but a sophisticated device designed to interact with human consciousness. He suggested that the skull functioned as a crystal machine, employing ancient knowledge of crystallography to transmit and amplify psychic energy. According to him, the skull contained an incredibly complex internal structure made up of prisms, lenses, and light channels, enabling it to project or reflect images or energy waves, activated only in the presence of a receptive mind. Although Dorland's claims were met with skepticism by the mainstream scientific community, the phenomena he described have never been entirely disproven. Although the Mitchell-Hedges crystal skull has long been revered as a mysterious artifact with supposed supernatural origins, modern scientific research has raised serious doubts about the validity of the claims surrounding it. One of the most well-known examinations was conducted by the Hewlett-Packard Company in the 1970s. The results showed that the skull was carved from a single block of quartz crystal, with no detectable traces of metal tools or modern carving instruments. Hewlett-Packard technicians stated that if metal tools were not used, creating such a skull by hand using only water and sand would have required over 100 years of continuous labor, a conclusion that led many to believe it may have been crafted using ancient, lost technology, or even by an extraterrestrial civilization. However, skepticism has only grown with the emergence of more detailed analyses in recent years. In 2008, The Smithsonian Institution in Washington re-examined the Mitchell-Hedges skull alongside several other crystal skulls housed at the Musée de l'Homme, Paris, and the British Museum, London. The findings were startling. Under an electron microscope, researchers identified clear traces of modern mechanical tools, specifically high-speed rotary wheels, devices that did not exist during the time of the ancient Maya. Additionally, material source analysis revealed that the quartz used to craft the skulls originated from Brazil or Madagascar, regions far outside the Maya territory. This further fueled suspicions that the skulls were not ancient relics, but rather products of the 19th century. Moreover, the origin story of the Mitchell-Hedges skull, that it was discovered by Anna Mitchell-Hedges in 1924 inside a Maya pyramid at Lubonton, has also been heavily criticized. Historical records offer no evidence that Anna was present at the site during that year. More importantly, documents and receipts from the auction house Sotheby's indicate that the skull was actually purchased by Anna's adoptive father, Frederick Mitchell-Hedges, in 1943 from an antiquities dealer. That seller was Eugene Bobin, a prominent 19th century figure known for trading in ancient artifacts, including several crystal skulls believed to have been crafted by European artisans to satisfy the era's elite collectors and scholars. All these findings have led the scientific and archaeological communities to lean toward the theory that the Mitchell-Hedges skull, along with many other crystal skulls, is not the legacy of the Maya or a lost civilization, but a sophisticated modern creation, born from the 19th century fascination with mystical artifacts. The conclusion drawn from modern scientific studies suggests that most famous crystal skulls, including the Mitchell-Hedges skull, are not authentic ancient artifacts as once promoted. Instead, they are likely masterfully crafted pieces from the late 19th or early 20th century, created to satisfy the appetite for mysterious relics and to stir the imagination regarding lost civilizations. The story told by Anna Mitchell-Hedges, claiming to have discovered the skull in a Maya ruin at age 17, is now considered unsubstantiated. Historical evidence strongly suggests that her father bought the skull years later at an auction in London. Nevertheless, the allure of the crystal skulls has not diminished. They continue to reflect humanity's fascination with the mysterious and the supernatural, phenomena that lie beyond our understanding and outside the boundaries of science. Even though their true origins may have been exposed, crystal skulls endure as symbols of imagination, belief, and the enduring human desire to explore the unknown.